Before we begin, if you're fascinated by true crime stories and want to uncover the darkest minds in history, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Your support helps us bring more shocking stories like this to life. Now, imagine living in a small town where children and women vanish, one by one. The police have no answers, the public is terrified, and the killer is walking among them. This is the story of Andrei Chikatilo, the Butcher of Rostov. Andrei Romanovich Chikatilo was born on October 16, 1936, in the village of Yablokn, in Soviet Ukraine. His childhood was marked by extreme poverty, famine, and war. During the Great Famine of the early 1930s, stories of cannibalism circulated in his village, stories that would later take on an eerie significance when his crimes came to light. He was a shy, withdrawn child, plagued by health issues, including a condition that made him the target of ridicule from his peers. Chikatilo's early life was not one of love and support, but of isolation, hunger, and shame. As he grew older, he developed a deep inferiority complex. Despite excelling academically, he struggled socially. Eventually, he attended university, got married, and even had 2 children. To neighbors, he appeared to be a quiet, awkward but harmless man, a teacher, a family man. But beneath this exterior lurked a darkness that no one suspected: the first murder. In December 1978, Chikatilo committed his first known murder. The victim was a 9-year-old girl named Yelena Zakotnova. He lured her into an abandoned house, where he brutally assaulted and killed her. Due to lack of evidence, another man was wrongfully convicted and executed for the crime. This wrongful conviction allowed Chikatilo to roam free for years, continuing his spree. The killing spree. Between 1978 and 1990, Chikatilo murdered at least 52 people, mostly women and children. His method was brutal and sadistic. Victims were lured to remote areas, forests, train stations, or abandoned buildings. Once isolated, Chikatilo would attack, often stabbing his victims dozens of times. Many were mutilated, with eyes gouged out, a detail that horrified investigators. Why the eyes? Some believe Chikatilo thought the eyes retained the image of his face, a superstition in certain parts of Russia. Others saw it as a twisted ritual of dominance, evading capture. The Soviet police faced tremendous pressure to catch the killer, but their investigative methods were outdated, and bureaucracy slowed progress. The Soviet Union also feared public panic, so news about the murders was suppressed. Chikatilo, a member of the Communist Party and a seemingly respectable citizen, was interviewed multiple times but was released each time due to lack of evidence. For over a decade, he walked freely, even while the body count rose. The psychological profile. Chikatilo's crimes were not just about killing. He derived pleasure from the control and suffering of his victims. Psychologists later described him as a sadistic sexual predator with deep-rooted insecurities and violent fantasies. His inability to form normal sexual relationships fueled his rage, leading him to target the most vulnerable: the young, the poor, and the unsuspecting. The fall of the butcher. In 1990, after years of failed leads, police began using more modern investigative techniques, including psychological profiling and surveillance. In November of that year, Chikatilo was spotted by an undercover officer near a train station, behaving suspiciously. He was arrested, and a search revealed that he matched the profile of the killer perfectly. Blood and semen samples linked him to multiple crime scenes. The confession. Faced with mounting evidence, Chikatilo confessed to 56 murders, though he was ultimately tried for 53. His chilling confessions described in detail how he lured, killed, and mutilated his victims. He showed no remorse, speaking about the killings as though recounting mundane events. Trial and execution. The trial of Andrei Chikatilo in 1992 was a media spectacle. Caged in an iron cell for his own protection, he often shouted bizarre statements and exposed himself in court, adding to the atmosphere of horror. On October 15, 1992, he was found guilty of 52 murders and sentenced to death. In February 1994, he was executed by a single gunshot to the back of the head. Legacy of fear. The case of Andrei Chikatilo remains one of the most infamous in criminal history. His ability to operate undetected for so long exposed deep flaws in Soviet law enforcement. The sheer brutality of his crimes has made him a figure of both morbid fascination and absolute revulsion. Even today, The name Butcher of Rostov sends chills down the spine of those who remember his reign of terror. Closing. If you were shocked by the story of Andrei Chikatilo, let us know in the comments what you think about this case. And remember, there are many more dark stories to uncover. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next deep dive into the world's most terrifying criminals.